Oh hey everyone, I can explain. Some time ago, I showed off what I like to call my very own Ultra series collection, mainly the vinyl figures that I had and some other knickknacks. Back then, I said I was pretty content with what I had. But the bar for that can be opened anytime. After the display of my current collection last year, I went on to gather more stuff. You know, you don't plan these things. When you find them, you buy them. When you want to buy them, you buy them. Except if you're buying Ultraman figures. Damn it! It's almost been a year since I showed off my collection, so I thought I'd share with all of you what I have continued to collect since then. You may ask me, Meek, why not just wait for it to really be a year since that last collection display? Well, that's because I don't want it to be an anniversary. It's not like there are many things to show anyway, but then why am I showing it off at all? Let's have a look at the new Ultraman editions first. I prioritize having Ultraman that I haven't owned yet before getting any of their power-ups or different forms. Well, depends at least. So I now have Ultraman Nexus Junis Red, Max, Xenon, and Hikari. And I have to say I really like all of these new figures I have. Ultraman Nexus Junis Red's shoulder protrusions look really nice here, and all the little design details and mold, especially the forearms, feel very substantial. Same with Ultraman Max. I really like the feeling of touching his arm with the Max Spark here, and the overall figure is just so well done. Ultraman Xenon is a surprisingly nice figure here. His body is leaner compared to Max's, but it feels very solid. Ultraman Hikari here is also very pleasing. Now I have all early Heisei Blue Ultraman, Mebius has Hikari, and it feels great to completely have both him and Hunter Knight Tsurugi. Nowadays I focus more on collecting kaiju figures, considering the large number of Ultraman I have, yet I had so few kaiju. I was lacking in Heisei era monsters in particular. Starting from the top, there's Eleking, Gomora, and Vakishim. I've always wanted these guys. They're probably the most iconic kaiju from their home series. What's interesting to me are their points of articulation. Vakishim has two movable parts on his arms, which are his mitten hands and his arms themselves, while Eleking's feet can rotate in a funny way. Of course, Gomora's tail has to be detachable. How else are you going to have it get sliced by Ultraman? This figure also made me just notice the long streak of black that Gomora has running from his back. Then I have Imitation Ultraman, Nurse, and King Gesra. From pictures and reviews, it really looked like Imitation Ultraman's pointy elf feet would swirl for longer, so I'm a bit surprised it is actually kind of short. Nurse is a unique figure. He has no point of articulation, but he is very long compared to the other normal figures. I guess he is scaled correctly with Ultra 7, but I can't coil the dragon around him. And King Gesra! Yeah! I did mention that I have more Heisei era kaiju now than I had before. Previously, I only had Gankyu and a Reikuba Spark doll. Joining them now are Super Kov, Monsarger, Golza, Melba, Daigerun, and King of Mons. This Monsarger is what I call substantial. He's a bit bigger compared to the other kaiju I have, and the material that he's made of is harder, fitting for a monster of his caliber. I just really like the feel of this one. Golza and Melba are very nice too. I had my doubts at first because of Golza's paint job not being very detailed. It kind of looks a bit sloppy, but honestly, I think it fits well with Golza here. With kaiju it is a bit more acceptable since they're, well, monsters, but I don't take it lightly for Ultraman. Same with Melba too, and again, it's a bit bigger and I like that it is. Super Kov's detailing and mold is accurate, although he is more squishy than the usual figure, and he's not scaled that properly to Ultraman Gaia, which is kind of disappointing. Same case with Daigerun and King of Mons. Both are pretty small compared to how they're supposed to be, but I'm just very happy with the detail that they put in these figures. There's also this figure that I really like, Mountain Gulliver No. 5 from Ultraman Dyna. I don't remember him being colored this way in the show, but a pretty fun figurine nonetheless. What else do I say about it? I guess the arms... oh, they move. Some things stay the same over the year. I still don't like the current line of soft vinyl toys, the Ultra Hero series. They're really not my cup of tea. I don't like how the backs of these figures aren't fully painted most of the time. I think it gets even worse with the newest additions to the toy line this year from Ultraman Trigger. The suit designs of Trigger and his types look fantastic, quite elegant yet still feeling just right, especially power type for me. Moreover, Trigger has a lot of fine detail too, like the ancient engravings, his wrist gauntlets, the back of his protector, and then some. Same goes to the new Dark Giants with all of their tweaked and precise designs, so it becomes an even bigger bummer than usual that the soft vinyl figures have a lot of these details left out. Part of why I like the old soft vinyl lineup, the 6-inch ones, is because of how they really get accuracy right. From what I've seen, the mold of Trigger are quite accurate, but the paint job just doesn't do it for me. And that's why there are no new soft vinyls from the Ultra Hero series lineup in my collection today. One of my favorite purchases from the past year is the Legend Transformation series Ultraman Deluxe X Divisor. This is a reproduction of the X Divisor, but the Cybercard and Spark Doll scanning functionalities have been removed, making this a cheaper version of this toy, I think. It feels good to hold in your hands. It feels really good to slam down on the button and pretend to transform. The movement of the X shape as you put it back in place snaps so satisfyingly too. Although the functions have been removed, it can still play the Cyber Kaiju attack sounds, and there are a lot of them. Overall, I really like this one. I also have a Savannah Fight official pin from the Ultraman Connection Live Savannah Fight event back in June. This was shipped all the way from the United States. This pin is really nice merch and was made especially for this event. The detail on it is fantastic. They also sent an extra pin as a gift. Now this one is randomized. I saw some people online getting Father of Ultra, Ella King, and Ultra 7, and probably more. Myself, I got an Ultraman Ace pin. I've always really liked Ace design, so I'm very happy. And that's all that I've got to show from my recent collection exploits. I just want to have a disclaimer that I'm just a casual collector, by the way. I've definitely seen people have way more than my own collection, so I think by tokusatsu collector standards, I may have quite a small number of stuff. I don't even have a SH Figuarts yet because they keep selling out nowadays. Damn it! Even so, I kind of miss the times when I had so few Ultra toys and could only desire to play a big battle or different scenarios with different characters and all that jazz. Back then, whenever I got a new Ultra toy, it was the coolest feeling ever! Every play was only with those few figures I had, and they were all very special to me because as a kid, I had to earn them by myself. I have to say that the more I collect, the more I feel like I collect just to complete the set, rather than appreciate each and every one by themselves. I don't think I like where this is going very much, so I guess I'll continue what I've always been doing, by collecting casually, and savoring the special feeling of owning these things. I might sound like a broken record at this point, but I think I'm pretty content with what I have right now. Don't get me wrong, I still really love all the stuff I collected, but it's a different novelty, you know? But that won't stop me from trying to get the Ultraman Z original Figuarts someday. I say that, and while I did say I don't like the current vinyl lineup, I have to say that some of the figures are really tempting to get, like Carmera, and Savannah of course.